touched when they were in this world. So in the marine kingdom, there's a place whereby they create all kinds of miniskirts, dresses that are transparent.
Okay.
They create all kinds of panties that are shining, panties, but they are shiny. We have some I don't know,
Glitters.
that's shining. Or see, they create everything that is evil, but when they bring it in this world, people like it, they buy it. They don't know they buy the product of Queen of the Ocean. She is always laughing, and when she laughs, she speaks only one word. I am not a widower. Her voice is so big. He said, since I was created, I have no husband, and I'm not a widower. Then she's always laughing. Why she says she's not a widower? Because it is written in the book of Revelation. When she sees people dressing like her, she is always laughing. Ha, ha, ha. I own the world. She's a queen. She said, I own the world. They love me. They love my product. Why? Miniskirt, G-string panties, makeup, lipstick. When he look at the Mamfundis at church, she is in Atlantic Ocean, but she is able to see the people who are in the church in the world, not South Africa, the whole world.
Hold on one second. We about to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. This don't make no sense whatsoever. Welcome to the Dark Waters channel, where we explore mysteries, figure out the truth, dive into politics, and anything else you want to know about. That's what we doing over here, baby. Let's go.
Now, you know we getting them Somalians kicked out of this nation and a whole bunch of other Muslims getting kicked out of this nation. But I just want to bring to your remembrance that the majority of the people who came into the United States of America came from coastal regions outside of America. Haiti, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Venezuela. They all come from Somalia. They all come from areas surrounded by the waters. And I've been saying this from the beginning, and I'm going to keep on saying this to you. Our nation is at war with the Marine Kingdom. They are besieging our nation. But, because we don't understand spirituality, we don't understand spiritual realms, we don't understand spiritual things, damn sure don't understand spiritual authority, we find ourselves being bullied by mermaids and mermen. And then people be like, oh, I saw a mermaid in the water. James, could you tell me a story about a mermaid? Did anybody ever see a mermaid? Do you believe in the mermaids? And then they show it all in front of y'all on TV. They'll give you the Wakandan movie where the Marine Kingdom is coming out of the water fighting the Wakandans, this fake place that doesn't exist, but still, nonetheless, they're riding on the back of whales and they're coming out and they're spearing people. And then you go under the water and they got all the wealth trapped under the water. And then symbolically, it means that they come into your nation and they extract wealth from your nation and send it back to where they came from. And then part of that money goes under the water. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Before I started rapping, if you heard my story, bet you'd be like, oh my goodness. Oh my. But you don't know nothing about that either. You don't know. So I'm going to let the man of God explain it to you. Come on, big homie. Run it down for everybody, please.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 2, the Bible says, darkness covered the face of the deep. That deep, in other version, it says darkness covered the face of the waters.
Keep watching the waters, man.
It says darkness covers the oceans. What covers them? What covers them? What is inside this place? Any place you see waters, rivers, oceans, Bible says darkness covered them. That is the first reference in the whole Bible to water. And the first reference that God speak of water, he tell you water is the kingdom of darkness. Is the land of darkness. Is the place of darkness. And let me tell you, brother, wherever you see darkness, that is also where money is buried. Isaiah 45 verse 3. I will give you the hidden treasures of darkness. Darkness. Darkness is where money and wealth has been buried. Sir, if you can get into this marine kingdom, you will collect a lot of wealth. And let me also say this: the womb of all life is the water. Genesis chapter 1 verse 9 and verse 10. God called the earth out from the waters and separated the earth out from the waters. Where you see land, there was a time there was no land, there was only water. But God called the earth out from the water. There was a time water covers the whole earth, but God brought the earth out from the water. So the womb of the earth is what? The water. Genesis 24, Psalms 24 verse 1 and 2. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. For he has founded it upon the seas and established it upon the floods. Everything you see in the physical earth, it was from this water. It came out from the water. It was buried inside the water. Sir, do you know that God spoke to the waters and said, fish, come forth. All the sea creatures are from the water. Let me shock you again. All the birds. Genesis chapter 1 verse 20. The birds. These birds you see flying in the air, you may think that God created them separately from the water. No, he called the birds out of the water. Look at it. And God said, let there be waters. Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that hath life, and also the fowl, that they may fly. Let the waters bring forth fowl, and birds and fowl. So chicken came from the water. Because water is the womb of every living creature. Let me shock you again. You yourself, you came out from the womb of your mother that was water. Your mother's womb was what they call amniotic fluid. For 9 months, you were inside water. Before you came physically, you came from water. Because nothing can enter this earth except you come from water. And even Jesus said to Nicodemus, and Nicodemus said, how can a man be born again? He said, except you are born of water. So even born again is from water. And every living thing comes from water. And without water, no living thing can function. So water is very powerful. And there is no animal that can survive without water. Even if you are the lion. Let lion stay without water, he'll become as weak as a pussycat. Let elephant, as huge as he is, go without water, he will collapse. Let all trees and flowers and plants stay without water, they wither and die. Because water is a generator. Water is a life giver. Water is a womb. And you sitting down there, you are 75% water. And the whole earth, you may look at all the countries that are very big, yet as far as the big land mass, water takes 75% of all the land mass on the earth. And that is why you 75%, water in the earth 75%. That means that all demons are 75% water demons.
I'm gonna stop my man right there. I'm gonna stop him right there, and now let's jetty off into a couple of different directions. Or if that's okay with you, we're gonna jetty. We're gonna stay right here. We're gonna shoot over here. Then we're gonna shoot over there. Now, this is a late night video, so I'm telling you, I'm recording in the daytime for the late night. If you're not a late night rider, then you don't need to be here. You understand? Because in the late night we ride. Bad boys What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? A snish, snish, no, snish, no, snish. You understand? This ain't no kiddie ride in the night. In the daytime, it be kiddie ride, little quick video. Ooh, the Muslim said this. Ooh, Trump said. In the nighttime, this is for adults. This is for grown folks with grown spirits. Now, if you ain't grown, then you need to grow up right now, because here we go. The water. James, why you say keep watching the waters, man? That's all you say is keep watching the waters. Oh, somebody understood something about them waters. Let's just recap some of the things that done happened with the waters lately. 75% of the demons is water demons. The largest kingdom that we contend with is the marine kingdom. Established this. Said this at the start of the video. I said all these people come from coastal nations. Let's go back with this same concept and idea, and let's just retrace some of the things that are every place where the commotion is popping up. Let's go back to the very first commotion in politics in America, the biggest one. I mean, the biggest commotion that we can think of as it pertains to these people from these different kingdoms. Hold on.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. They're eating the cats.
There have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused.
Eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
And I know people will say, well, man, that's insensitive what you're talking about. But I'm trying to get you to understand there's two different kingdoms. If you understand this, and you can relate this message, then you can tell people, no, but this is the reason why you're spiritually justified in getting rid of all these people. Because they're trying to yoke themselves to us. These are two completely alien. I mean, their kingdom is completely alien to ours. But if you keep on playing games with them, then you're going to get this kind of stuff happening. They're eating the dogs and they're eating the cats right now. Next thing you know, they're going to be eating your children. Well, GW, you can't say that. Well, ask people in the UK. That's why Tommy Robinson got locked up. Remember, Tommy Robinson got locked up because he was exposing these places where they were feeding human meat to people. Man, you can't say that. You can't say that. They eating the dogs. They eating the cats.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased. What did you do?
So you brought in third world migrants that eat dogs, eat cats. And don't get me wrong. You know there was one where a guy caught a goose that was in the park and a duck, and he killed the duck and ate it. I could understand them eating the duck. They don't know no better. They don't know about no grocery stores. But you just laying there like a damn demon in the dark, like a wraith, sitting there eating somebody's cat. Look at it, crouched down like a damn wraith, demon. You gotta understand, if we've covered these things. Like, human beings are vessels for spirits, right? You're basically a container for a spirit. This is you. This is you. I should have used that water. Let me use some of that Alex Jones methylene blue. This is you. All right. This is the example. This is the methylene. This is you. So the average person may have one, maybe two spirits rolling around in them. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 drops. Then you go to a third world country like Haiti, full on marine kingdom, where they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, and then this is what you're doing. Drop, drop, drop. These are all the demons coming in. Demon, 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 demon. Then they start doing like this to get all the demons, just beating the side. All these is demons, 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 demons. Probably shouldn't have wasted all that methylene blue in that example. I'm gonna have to add some water to that before the day is over, so my methylene don't dry. But you're bringing in demons from the marine kingdom that's riding on the back of people. And you want to be nice about it. You want to be nice about it. No. You can't say anything mean about him, James. That wouldn't be Christian. Like, no, it actually is. What you're supposed to do. Supposed to expose the lie and tell the truth as a Christian. I don't know where this concept of not speaking out comes from. That makes you a coward. God hates cowards. That's what it makes you a coward. But hold on. So that's just the Haitians and the Dominicans. Let's go to the Somalians. Remember we talked about the Somalians? I'm angry. I had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murder scum. Running giant baby factories, keeping babies alive, selling their body parts. Now, if we go to the marine kingdom of Somalia, ladies and gentlemen, it's important that we understand the statistics. Let me show you what I'm looking at in case you've never seen this before. It's called Open Doors. This tracks Christian persecution around the world. And I want you to understand that Somalia is ranked number 2 in the whole entire damn world for Christian persecution. Watch this. In Somalia, following Jesus is a matter of life and death. Al-Shabaab, a violent Islamist militant group, is at war with the government and controls large swaths of the country. This group enforces a strict form of Sharia Islamic law and is committed to eradicating Christianity from Somalia. They've often killed Somalian Christians on the spot. The dangers have increased over the years as the militants have increasingly focused on finding and eliminating Christian leaders. Hold on. So, this is what I'm trying to figure out. Elian Omar and her people came over here to America seeking freedom from oppression. However, the oppression there is to Christians. So why we ain't importing Christian Somalians? Why are we importing Muslim Somalians? You want to know how it works? You want to know why it's that way? Because we're dealing with the Marine kingdoms in partnership within America. It's the Marines that was in there with the Biden administration. And what GW, what you talking about? Remember I told you, talking about them is this Islamic Brotherhood. I did a video on the Islamic Brotherhood. All of them is a damn Marine kingdom. They all getting together, just swimming into this nation. Swim, 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 swim. Stroke, 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 stroke. And y'all playing with them out here in these streets. Persecution for Christians also comes from within their own families and communities. The culture is very religiously conservative. Being Muslim is a huge part of Somalian identity, and to reject this is seen as a major betrayal that affects the whole family. You know what? I think they should have what they want in their own damn country. Go back home. Go back home to your Marine kingdom and do what you need to do. Now, somebody gonna be like, you don't know what you're talking about. Why you say it's Marine kingdom? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me show you more. All right, to show you the next point I want to make, I have to take you over to Stan Deo, who, by the way, was on an interview with me, multiple interviews with me. So hopefully Stan won't get hit with YouTube saying a copyright. Did he try and copyright me? The reason why I'm going here to his thing is because it's easier to show you historically where Atlantis was. And I want you to see that this little point down here, this little jetty right here, this is Libya. This little jetty right here is Somalia. That's Somalia, modern day Somalia. All right. I need you to understand. The thought process is, and it has been, that is exactly where Atlantis was. Right there. People like, well, man, Atlantis was over there by the Bermuda Triangle. No, the hell it wasn't. No, the hell it wasn't. No, the hell it wasn't. And if you following what I'm saying, I'm keeping you in line with the Marine Kingdom. I'm showing you why I be saying the things I'm saying. You realize that all them people around there is the Allah Akbar people all through up in that area. There's all Allah Akbar people right there in that area. All of them. Now, this is his discovery on where Atlantis was. Now, I'm not going to play the whole video. You can go Stan Deo's video, Atlantis discovered finally, high resolution, Stan Deo. You can go through the whole damn thing. But I just want to take you over to Somalia right now, and I'm going to show you where Somalia is. See that little jetty right there? Maybe my mouse on the screen. See where it says the plane? It says Atlantis. You come down. That little jetty right there, Somalia. Don't believe me? Just watch. Hold on. Let me show you. All right, here you go. The Gulf of Aden. And there's Somalia all up in there. All that Somalia. There go your little jetty. So we talking about people who were some of the closest people to the marine kingdom there is. Some people who are closest to the darkness as there has been, as there's ever been. And so then when they get to America and they raping and pillaging and killing and doing corruption, you understand that's what the hell they've been doing. And then when they say, well, you know, we're brown people, and they want to identify a certain skin color to try and turn everybody else against other people, shut your behind up. You want to know the real deal truth about it? You really want to keep it real? You really, really, really want me to keep it real? There's two groups of people in America that could quote unquote fall under the guises of God's people. There's white folk in America and black folk in America that could fall under the guise of being God's chosen people. And if you ever pay attention, everybody else that screwed him over, everybody else that beefed out with him, everybody else that ignored him, that hated on him, that made war with him, they all bringing their monkey asses here to America to try and take the land that was established under him. And that's what it boils down to. They all come in here to try and take it. You do realize the founding fathers dedicated this land to God. They call them God of the universe. To the Lord. When they landed him, and then they rededicated it multiple times. And so the whole world, which lies in darkness. Somalia is a dark place, full of corruption, murder, mayhem. They leave their murderous, mayhamic, religious hellhole of Islam, and then come here and be like, yeah, we're going to take over here. We're going to turn this into that same hellhole. It's all these groups doing the same thing. Same thing with the Jewish people. God divorced them multiple times. We divorced them for sure because they was wilding, wasn't listening. I said this 1,000 times. Those were supposed to be priests unto him, and through them, the Jewish people, everyone was supposed to come to know God of the Bible through them. So they were stewards that were supposed to bring all of us to the Lord. They were wilding. No. We ain't gonna listen to what you got to say. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna build altars, we're gonna build high places, we're gonna go back to our old fathers God. He said, I am done with y'all. Through playing around with y'all. Y'all don't listen. Then thousands of years later, we're God's chosen people, and you don't serve us, then God is gonna hate you. No, he not. No, he not. He couldn't be mad at me about you. He ain't gonna be mad at me about you. He mad at you about you. He ain't mad at me about you. He mad at you about you and what you did. And so when you come to this realization that it's all these different kingdoms, the marine kingdom, the kingdom of the sands, the kingdoms of the airs, all these different kingdoms making war against you and your nation, then you find it real easy to throw their behind out. When you understand that the Somalians are some of the original water people, right off the coast of the Atlantis, then you find it easy to throw them out. Because you notice the level of wickedness that's there is unlike anything you've ever seen. The depths of the darkness that's within those people, historically, is unlike anything you've ever seen. And so there's a reason why they're number 2 on the list for persecuting Christians. You understand what I'm saying to you? Are you smelling? Can you get it? This is why we have to have this level of education and understanding. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day. We were talking about churches. And he was like, man, you know, I wish people taught certain stuff in church. And I wish the healing ministry was released in American churches, the power of God. But the truth of the matter is, the churches have been captured because the schools, that theological schools, have been captured. And there's a criteria. There's a core study. There's this. And it's not led by the Spirit. The school of the Spirit is what brings you revelations like this. It brings a real-time revelation. Nope, Sunday the Marine Kingdom. Go look it up. Boom, 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 boom. Here it is. Shoot, there's Atlantis. There's them. Oh, my goodness. What can we expect of them as they are the Marine Kingdom? You can expect violence, rape, pillaging, corruption, theft. More importantly, theft of wealth. That's why what Scott Bassett did recently was so important. Where he said, no, I'm going to cut off you sending money out of this nation. Because, see, they're stealing their wealth and they're exporting it back to their kingdom. And whether you realize this or not, because I don't think people even get that. Most people think that Muslims don't have any form of magic. They think Muslims just, they pray every day. I'm going to pray 7 times a day or 5. No. Muslims have magic altars as well. Muslims use jinn, which are demons, and all the rest of this stuff. And Muslims take the money and wealth of your nation and put it on those altars. I don't know if you ever done business with. Go find a Muslim mechanic. Anyone, Iraq, Iran, wherever. Go do some business with them. When you go in their office, you're going to see their flag of their nation. You might see some swords. You're going to see an altar in the corner. And in that corner is going to be some money there. It's going to be the money that they make that they dedicated to their God. It's crazy because everybody understands the power of altars except for Christians and Americans. Go to any place. Go to a Chinese restaurant. You have a little stupid cat in there with his arm going like this. Wee, 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 wee. And at the base of the cat's going to be a whole bunch of money. Oh my God. It's amazing that we lasted this long. It really is amazing that we lasted. This is by the grace of God that America ain't been blown up and destroyed thus far. Because we some ignorant children. The heir, so long as he a child, differs nothing from a servant. And he's appointed unto tutors and governors until the time appointed by the Lord. Oh my goodness. The more you think about it. Are you getting the point I'm making to you? Are you understanding what I'm saying? We can go. You know what? Let's go to the next nation. Watch this. Because you don't understand this. Because people don't get it. Watch. Let's go to the next nation. Let's see if the next nation on the list is anywhere near the waters. The third place on the list is Yemen. And this is Yemen right here. That's Somalia. This is the Gulf of Aden. And just so you understand, here's Saudi Arabia and here's the Red Sea. The same Red Sea that was parted. There it is right there. The same Red Sea that God said there was a dragon in the sea that refers to the Leviathan, which is connected to the Gulf of Aden. The point I'm making to you is this, ladies and gentlemen. Everything we contending with is that kingdom, the Marine Kingdom. And that's everything that's coming for us in America. Somebody be like, well, DW, you don't know what you're talking about because you be making stuff up because you a maker-upper of stuff. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Hold on. What is that right there? Is that Somalia right there? Huh? Is that Yemen right there? Are those the number 1, 2, and 3? Number 1 is North Korea. 2 and 3 on the list of Christian persecutions, places that persecute Christians. We can keep on going. Hold on, let me go back over. Just to make the point, Libya, Sudan, Nigeria, by the water. Libya, by the water. Sudan, not by the water. Nigeria, by the water. Pakistan, by the water. Afghanistan ain't really by the water. But I guarantee the people migrated from that water. That's the whole point I'm making, man. The whole point I'm making, I'm sorry, let me show you the list right there. The whole point I'm making is if you understand the kingdoms, this is opendoors.com. If you understand the kingdoms that we contending against, then you understand now these people got to go. North Korea, Somalia, Yemen, Libya, Sudan. I don't even know what that is. Eritrea. I ain't never heard of them at all. Somalia, water. Yemen, water. I'm pretty sure Libya is by the water too. There's Libya by the water. All of them, bruh. All of them. All of them right there where the original power of the Marine Kingdom came from. Every last one of them. And that's the point I'm making to you, homie. Like, don't be mad at me because I'm just trying to break it down for you. We dealing with a bunch of mermaids and mermen. Mermaids and mermen, yeah. And they think about it, even to put their little clothing on that covers their whole body as they're women. Like they're going to hide the fact that they're a mermaid under their little burkas. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And you try and tell people this, you crazy. You crazy. And you try and explain this to them. I'll see y'all on the next video, man.